good day, YouTube? This is your boy Straight Space. Right now I want to talk to you guys about the Power Rangers. And I just saw it a few hours ago, man. It was fucking dope as hell. I'm telling you right now, I feel like a kid in a candy store, for real. I loved how each Ranger had its own origin story, background. First we met Billy. First we met Jason Scott, the Red Ranger. It said right there, Angel Grove's Golden Boy, which he messed up. We saw the opening scene, where he was milking with him and his friend, not good friends, I guess, broke into like a farm or something, and started to milk a cow, I guess. And so, I guess he was caught with that and got into an auto accident, messed up his knee. Not only that, but he got put on house arrest, and of course his father wasn't happy about that, saying that you messed up your career again, and then he goes to detention, of course, that's when we meet the Blue Ranger, Billy. And I gotta say, man, Billy was like, I think it's my favorite, man. I don't know if I can pinpoint a favorite because I just enjoyed each character in its own little way. We see Billy messing around with his colored pencils, drawing whatever and whatnot. And the bully's picking on him, and then Jason, defends Billy, of course. He says, hey, man, stop it, breaks up this whole thing. First he breaks one of Billy's red pencils, and then he tries to break two. Then all of a sudden Jason stands up. He says, hey, man, stop doing that, Then I'm thinking he's getting ready to punch him, The bully tries to swing on Jason twice, Jason weaved it like no fuck by his fucking business. And then Jason proceeded to slap him. Even the bully said, did you just slap me? And I'm like, wait, this nigga just really just slap him? Like, this shit had me weak. So, then begins the budding friendship of them, unlikely friendship of theirs. Then Billy tells him, what, man, listen, thank you back there. I know I'm a little, kids used to always pick on me. My name is Billy Cranston. And I had no idea that Billy was gay, but then again, I'm glad how this is the difference between then and now, Then, it was kind of taboo to speak of such things, but I'm glad that they integrated some moderation in here day and age. With the use of smartphones and, then, of course, adding a gay ranger to it. I think it was actually pretty cool. I liked the character, man. It was pretty nice. And so, like I said, it was an unbudding friendship between the two of them, Billy and Jason. Billy says, man, listen, how about we hang out? And Jason says, I'm sorry, man, but I gotta be in the house by 7 or else, my beeper will go off. He's on house arrest. And Billy says, listen, man, I can fix that. Come to my house right after school. Actually, just right now, and I can get that off your thing. He's like, man, listen. He said, listen, I'll let you drive. I'll let you take my van for a few hours. He said, I got a date, man. He said, I'll let you take my van for a few hours. I said, all right, cool. So he goes over there. Mind you, he has about a good 4 or 5 minutes before the ankle bracelet goes off. And Billy, while Billy is yammering it out of the way, he's basically dismantling the house arrest device. Jason hugs him. He's like, man, thank you so much. And so they go up to a mountain. We later find out that Billy and his father used to always go up to the mountains before his father died 7 years ago. And then they find him. They start excavating and things of that nature. And Jason's like, bye, Billy. And then we see Zach, the Black Ranger. Really crazy kid. Pretty brash. And just really out there. The adrenaline junkie. Really cool kid, laid back. We learned a little something about him too. His mother's really sick. So he's the only one that's taking care of her. And then we also meet the Pink Ranger, Kimberly. Once, I guess you could say, leader of the cheerleading squad, or one of the most respected cheerleaders up on the cheerleading squad. But he's kicked out because she knocks this guy's teeth out. One of his tooth out. They put it back though. And apparently she's known. She took one of a nude photo, or she somehow gained possession of like a nude photograph of one of the cheerleaders and posted it. Then the kid said that she was like one of the meanest kids he's ever met, and that's what made her punch him in the mouth and knock out his teeth. And which is why she was in detention. We later find out the reason why Billy was in detention was because he blew up his lunchbox. And that's what I like about Billy. He's really tech smart, really very intelligent, the genius of the group is how I like to call him. Then last but not least, we meet the Yellow Ranger, Trini. And man, Trini was bad. Nothing wrong. I mean, Kimberly is beautiful, but Trini, hands down, baby. God damn, you look so damn good. Ah, man, she's thick. I'm starting to love yellow again. I'm starting to love yellow. Um, yeah, but we learned that she's the outsider of the group, as we all know, as we later on hear. Uh, Rita was supposed to say, I was just like you know, when she came to our house, after a grueling day of training, after Zordon telling them that they're not ready to become Rangers. Now, mind you, while they were training, they just could not morph in time for Rita. And so I'm sorry, not Billy, but Jason and Zach get into it. They start throwing hands. Billy sees them, he breaks them up, and then in the midst of breaking them up, he morphs, and then he demorphs. And so everyone's like, wait, how the hell did you do that? And Billy's like, I don't know. So, being wrecked, and then that happens, and Zordon just kicks them out because, they all can't morph. You guys gotta get going. And I understand Zordon's urgency as well. Rita's coming in 11 days, allegedly coming in 11 days. You guys gotta be ready. And so they weren't ready at that time. And so everyone's frustrated. They've been going at it 110%. Training in the pit, still nothing. And so, of course, frustrations are gonna boil over. And so, really, when they're getting ready to leave, Zach's like, he sees the Zords. He says, okay, I'll be with you guys. And he takes his Zord out for a ride. Damn near killing himself and the Rangers. And so, that night, they all set up at a campfire. He said, you know what, Zach's like, listen, man, I have some food. I have a fire lit. Let's talk. Let's get to know each other. And so they do, Everyone tells them about who they really are. Except Kimberly, she said, skip me. I'll go tomorrow. And then that's when we learn why Trini is the way she is. We saw that her and her family just aren't really close like that. But towards the end of the movie, we've seen them coming a little closer as they become famous because of their Power Rangers. After stopping Rita Repulsa and Galormai. And so, we learn that Trini actually, her parents don't want her to be the way she is. They don't like the way she dresses. They don't like the way she talks. We learned that she's been to 3 schools within 3 years, and she loves it because it doesn't give her a chance for everyone to know her because she's just so used to being, just being alone, doing her own thing, not getting close to people. So it all makes sense. And so, I really feel for Trini a little bit. Zach says, relationship problems. He said, boy issues. He's like, yeah. And then Zach's like, girl issues? And she didn't say anything. So maybe her parents don't like her understand her or like her because she's probably possibly bi, or because of her bad relationships. We may get more thorough and profound explanation, probably in the second movie, which I cannot fucking wait for. Oh man, it needs to happen right now. I'm telling you. And so that was all pretty good, And then unfortunately, we see Billy die when Rita gets all of them down by the fishing docks. She says, tell me where my coin is and I'll let you guys all go. First, she did it by pulling up to Trini's house and getting into a tussle with her. And Rita says, listen, the Yellow Ranger has given you all love and has pretty much sent you guys to your death and your destination of death. And so that was pretty hard for me. I didn't really choke up, but I'm like, damn, really? So Billy, in order to save his friends, Billy says, listen, I'll tell you where it is. He said, Krispy Kreme. Just don't hurt my friends. And so, with that being said, like every villain, they dropped the guy that tells, but unfortunately he drowned, and they took him back to the ship. Jason's like, listen, man, like it's all my fault, because I was afraid, I did it out of anger, all these things, and Kimberly's there to console him and pump him back up, saying, listen, Billy gave his life for us. And even Rita saw that with him too. You saw him when she had him all tied up. She said, listen, you're pure of heart, pure of heart. You're pure-hearted, you're full of loyalty. I was once like that. And I didn't know that Rita, and I must have forgot that, because I used to watch Power Rangers all the damn time. I watched Power Rangers up to the time of 2007, 2008. And I don't really recall Rita ever being a Ranger, but it's really nice to know. She was a former Ranger, and she was loyal to Zordon, but then Zordon even told him, like, listen, she used to be a Ranger herself, but she got corrupted by wanting more power, and she just wasn't happy. And we even seen in the beginning, you know, Zordon being killed and his Rangers being killed. He said, let these coins get to the people that are worthy of them. You know, you see Zordon even saying that, listen, none of you guys are worthy. You know, and then when Billy dies, you know, you hear Zordon tell Jason, like, both of our teams were reckless. You know, and, you know, it was just really a somber moment, man, you know. And Jason tells the crew, like, listen, man, at one point he was like, listen, man, and Zordon only picked us so that he could be resurrected, so he can become, you know, so he can lead his Rangers again. You know, no one wanted to believe it, but it was true. And so, in exchange for his own freedom, he resurrects Billy, and telling the crew, only one of us can be. There can only be one Red Ranger, and that's you, Jason. You know, and that was really good. That really got us, man. That was a really good ass moment, man. You know, then we finally see the big showdown. We see Rita and her fucking ghoulish ass gold statue, and that was a lot of damn gold. First, she got her first piece of damn gold from a damn homeless man. Damn, that's some fucked up shit. And then also, we see her go to. Okay, first of all, she's fucking up Angel Grove. Let's just go to that part. Yeah, she's fucking up Angel Grove, right? You know, they all decide, you know, yo man, you know, let's get our Zords. So that's what they do. They squad up, but you know, it was a hard fought battle. First, Rita and her gold ass giant dance them to the cliff like the Spartans, and so they think they're gonna die, you know, because it's getting really hot. You know, then they come up beast mode with the Zord, with the Megazord, you know, which was prompted by Billy, Ace One, and so really. That was pretty damn dope in my damn opinion, man, straight up. You know, you heard Kanye West's power, which I hope they give him his respectable credit for that, because it was dope. Ass moment. And then also, you know, so here's the funny thing is how they defeat Rita, to me. And it's really funny how they really paid homage to Jason in this way. Jason literally pimp slaps the fuck out of Rita. Like, pimp, like I told people in the theaters, man, like he had that pimp hand strong. He ruled it with an iron pimp hand, and he did, because he slapped Rita into outer space, and she froze again. So I hope she stays there, but we all know she doesn't. But anyway, that was a really cool last moment. I really enjoyed this movie, man. I hope everyone goes out there to go see it, because it's that damn dope. I cannot wait for the follow up, the sequel, man, because we finally get to see the Green Ranger make his much anticipated debut. Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger. This is your boy Shay Speech. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment what you guys think about this video and the Power Rangers. Are you a big 90s fan? Are you a big fan of the series? Let me know in the comment section below and tell me what you guys think of the movie and things of that nature. I'm sorry I couldn't get to the Riverdale tonight. I promise you I'll get to it as soon as I can in the morning. That's your boy. This is your boy Shay Speaks. I'm out.